G'day and welcome to some Chillout 3D modeling. Today I'm going to be making a steampunk handgun because I wanted to do something steampunky. As always, you should start with the reference images. I drew this one up in like an hour just so I could kind of visualize what I wanted to make before I actually started making it. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you've got a general rough idea of what you want to do there in front of you. This handgun is themed to be a steampunk handgun, where the general way of doing that is to add a lot of random ass pipes. Copper pipes are always good, sometimes even cogs, just lots of random copper greeblies that just are good. Just adds to the steampunky feel. I should let you know before the Americans come and crucify me is that this isn't meant to be a real weapon, this is a fake weapon. If you think it's gonna look like it's meant to work properly, no. This thing is made to look cool, and that's about it. I have taken some inspiration from a variety of different real-world weapons. The main one is the big-ass circle thing on the top of the gun, which I've made to kind of resemble the knob on the German World War II pistol, the Luger, I believe it was called. Their one has a cool tab, but that's difficult to animate, so I'm just gonna make it a slide because it's easier and it can look cooler in some ways. You can see here that I'm currently putting in all the pipes on the gun to make it look more steampunky. I tried two different methods of doing this. The first one that you saw previously was where I made a path and I used that to then convert that to a mesh and then to a pipe. However, that gave me massive amounts of massive number of vertices that would then become a large amount of polygons, and that's not good. So I decided to just make it out of a bunch of individual edges, apply a skin wrap modifier to that, and then a subdivision surface modifier to make it round, and then after that I clean it all up. I try to keep most of my stuff in the low poly area, just because that way it will perform at its best in game engines, which is what I am best, that's what I have most knowledge in. Higher poly models are really good for like closer to the camera stuff, so if you're having a gun right in your face, it'd be better to make this higher poly. However, this is for like a third person character, or just first person if it's a low poly game. Here I'm just adding the final bits and pieces, like a sight, a front sight, a barrel, and anything else I think of. I think I still need to add a trigger. Anyway, and then once I finish this, I unwrap it off camera, and then I take it over to Substance Painter for texturing. The thing about steampunk is that there's a large amount of copper, this being pipes, accessory items. Copper is just the steampunk metal that gets used everywhere. So in this gun, I'm going to have the copper pipes interacting with the steel gun with a wooden hand, a grip, and some engravings here and there on the slide. You're going to add plenty of rust to make it feel like it's not a brand new gun, but rather something that's been worn in quite a lot. And I'm also trying out a bit of a new style where I'm still keeping some of those really realistic effects like the metal and copper, but I'm also having the random lines everywhere. Not random, but the detail lines all over the place, just because I really liked it in the last video and I want to keep trying it. Also adding a bunch of what I'm best describing as soot all over the place at all the pipe interjunctions, whatever you call them, and in front of the barrel, just to make it look like it's been well used. And as this time-lapse comes to a close, I'll send us over to the final renders. Thank you very much for watching the entire video. I really enjoy making these, and I hope to give you plenty more in the future. Have a good rest of your day.